Hi guys, welcome to a new weekly video format on my channel. Subscribe to the channel if you like this format and you haven't already subscribed. We're going to do a weekly video. These are videos that I've already made during the previous week for Instagram and TikTok. I'm doing a new kind of thing, classy, gentlemanly fragrances for the younger generation on TikTok, but I think it's great information for you, the YouTube audience too. So you're going to get 5 or 6 or 7 great fragrances you can try out in a short video, and you're also going to find out useful information about how to apply them, how many sprays, that kind of thing, other kind of advice in there, okay? Don't forget guys, special code Mr15 for myfragrancesamples.com, link in my description. That gets you 15% off at myfragrancesamples.com, the USA's best place to get your fragrance samples. Also, we have a very special code BON30 running as I film this, 30% off the amazing citrus fragrance by my brand Naughton & Wilson, 30% off Bon Vivant, link in the description. This is a spring special offer. It's a stunning citrus creation by perfumer John Stephen. Let's get into the video. Let me know what you think of this format in the comments down below. I think it's a great different format, but you let me know your thoughts. Here we go. How should you apply your fragrance? It's a perfectly reasonable question. Here's what I would recommend. If it's a work situation, if you work in an office or a shop where you're close to people all day, I do think that you don't really want to be overpowering people, bugging them with your smell all day. So I would go probably for just 4 sprays. One around about here, one on my wrist, which I would then distribute to the other wrist like that, and then one behind each ear. 1, 2. So that's 4 sprays in total. That's fine. Now, if you're going to a social situation, if you want to get smelled, I think you can do a little bit more than that. Okay, so therefore I would go for another one on the back of my neck, and I would go for another one here and here. That's for a conservative approach. If you want to get smelled, if you want people to notice you, if you're a bit more like me, then I would do all of those things, and then I would do this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I would double up here, one on the shirt here, another one here, and one there. About 10 or 12 sprays. Go for it. Oh, and I put a couple on the back of each hand too. Why not? So loads of sprays to get smelled, rather less if it's a work situation. It's obvious. It's simple. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a great fragrance, Valentino Uomo, the original Eau de Toilette. Don't overlook this one. There are great flankers, including the much talked about Valentino Uomo Intense. Those are great too, but the original, I've tried them all. I think this is actually my favorite version. It is a beautiful, balanced composition, very kind of Italian chic feel, although the perfumer, the master perfumer, Olivier Polge, is of course a French gentleman. This one opens up with bergamot, then it's got a beautiful herbal myrtle accord, and the key thing really is this waxy, lipstick-esque iris sexy accord. Absolutely beautiful, very popular in modern perfumery nowadays. But this one's unique because it also has a hazelnut and chocolate, giving it this semi-gourmandish thing. Absolutely gorgeous. The only knock on this one is the performance isn't the greatest. It doesn't project that strongly. Longevity is okay. Kind of a little bit of that suede-like leather thing in the base too. Very, very elegant, chic, modern, masculine fragrance. I think this is adorable. And the bottle design, well, it's just beautiful. If you're looking for a really classy masculine fragrance that's very affordable, check out Jaipur from Boucheron. This is the Eau de Toilette version. There's an Eau de Parfum too. Incredibly similar smell, just a little bit denser in the Eau de Parfum. Both incredibly affordable. Eau de Toilette will do you fine. Top notes on this one, you've got cardamom, lemon, lime, and bergamot. Your middle notes are cinnamon, carnation, rose, and jasmine. And the base notes, benzoin, tonka bean, patchouli, and cedar. It's fresh and citrusy. It's also rather powdery, bit of a talcum powder vibe, almost a barbershop vibe, but the twist of vanilla gives this exotic twist. Absolutely fantastic for dressed up wear. It smells like $1 million, but it costs an awful lot less. I love Boucheron fragrances, Boucheron pour Homme, and this one would be an amazing 2 fragrance collection for the classy gentleman. Check them out, guys. What is Armani's best men's fragrance? Well, I'm sure many of you might mention one of the Acqua di Gio versions or perhaps the Code line. For me, there's no question. It's still Armani Eau pour Homme. First released in 1984, then re-released in 2013. This is a stunning citrus aromatic fragrance. It's refined, it's elegant, it's sophisticated, it's very gentlemanly. The notes are bergamot, mandarin orange, basil, nutmeg, cloves, lily, oak moss, sandalwood, and patchouli. You get a very zesty, fresh, natural smelling opening in the mid. We have a lovely complex blend of herbs and spices, and the classic mossy, woody base is just absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy this every time I wear it. It has sophistication, complexity, depth, and a really old school air, but not dated. It's absolutely my favorite Armani fragrance by a long, long way. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Many people would like their fragrances to last longer. That's perfectly understandable. It's a scientific fact that a scent lasts longer on moisturized skin than on very dry skin. But here's an even better idea than simply applying a moisturizer as well as a fragrance. Why not apply them together? Take a small amount of an unscented or relatively unscented moisturizer, put it in your hand, put 2 or 3 sprays of your fragrance of choice in there, mix it up, and apply it wherever you would like to apply moisturizer and wherever your fragrance may be going. So you've got basically your own special scented moisturizer of the fragrance you love. Then apply the fragrance in the normal way, however you do it. It's simple. The other little tip, it's a no-brainer, guys. Get yourself an atomizer. And when it's time to powder your nose in the bathroom, you apply a little bit more. Then the fragrance is with you all the time. Top summer holiday fragrances. Acqua di Parma, Fico di Amalfi, amazing fig and citrus fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful, real happy, uplifting, daytime or nighttime. Guerlain Terracotta, marketed towards women, forget that, men can wear this too. It's really, really beautiful. Fresh citrus with beautiful exotic floral tones, a twist of tiny bit of coconut, and that beautiful, beautiful jasmine accord. Very unisex to me, absolutely great. Sculpture Homme from Nikos, fresh but in a sort of almost sweet, fresh, kind of synthetic smelling, airy kind of smell. I've had it on a summer holiday. It works so, so well. Virgin Island Water by Creed. It's this beautiful combination of lime and coconut, and Creed's amazing classic fresh je ne sais quoi. Amber Cologne by Bortnikov is a stunner, proper niche perfumery. Lovely, beautiful jasmine with citrus, and just airy and beautiful and unisex and so high quality smelling and lasts really well. Those are my 5 favourites for a summer holiday. Should you rub your fragrance in? I've done a couple of videos where I did a little bit of this, a little bit of this. People said, no, you must never rub your fragrance in. Well, here's the truth, guys. Yes, of course, it is better if you spray on your fragrance. Let's say I spray it here. I probably don't need to or want to rub that in. Occasionally, though, if you put it on your wrist, perhaps, there's a little bit much there. So it's kind of running off. It's wet. So I'll distribute a little bit onto the other wrist. That's fine. What you should avoid doing is putting it on here and then going like this and this and this over and over again, because that's kind of just rubbing it off. I don't know about breaking down the molecules. I'm not a scientist, but no, you don't want to overly rub your fragrance. So where possible, try to avoid rubbing fragrances in, but it's not a big deal. You can dab from one part of the body to the other to redistribute the fragrance. People have been using aftershave splashes for years, and guys would splash those on their hands and do this. Just don't rub them over and over and over, but it's not something that will totally change the smell at all. It just might make them rub off a bit. That's all there is to it. It's simple. If you'd like to see an extra video from me every week, sign up to my Patreon group. It's only $2 a month. There's a link in the description, and we have loads of interesting stuff going on there. I do a lot of fragrance stuff, of course, but I also talk about some other things to do with my life. It's really fun, and I hope to see you in there. As I say, you can follow the link in the description, or just go to Patreon and type in Mr. Smelly 1977.